what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me ooh.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back. Today is Swift Sunday. If you are watching this on Patreon, then you were watching it earlier than Sunday, so I'm glad you're on Patreon watching this earlier. But this is Taylor Swift. This is going to be the end of an era. This is the new 6-episode docuseries on Disney+. This is going to be episode 1. I know episode 2 is also dropped right now. I will be getting that up as soon as possible. Episode 1 is called Welcome to the Eras Tour. So, if you haven't seen our previous reactions, if you are watching this on YouTube, if it makes it to YouTube, I don't even know if it will. If it does, congratulations, you get to watch it too on YouTube. But make sure you check out previous reactions to Taylor Swift. But I'm not going to hold it up anymore. I'm going to check this out. I'm excited for this. I wish I could have watched it earlier today. I definitely would have, but I'm going to check this out starting right now. You guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you guys checked out the second episode already, don't tell me anything in the comments. You know, just leave those out until I get the second episode up. I believe the third episode will come out next Friday, and so on and so forth. I don't know the release schedule yet. I have not looked to see if there is a release schedule of when they will come out. But I'm going to hop into this, so let's do it. Vancouver, British Columbia. Man, that had to be such a feeling, you know? The last show of the Eras Tour, because the Eras Tour was long. I mean, it had like it had like a final date, and then she added dates to it, so it was like such a long tour. It really was, and I'm so glad she did, because the added dates that she added was one was in Miami, and Jeremiah and I got to see it, so it was really cool.
We have done something that no one has ever done. We have performed for over 10 million people in person. That's not like,
That's crazy.
10 million people watched a TV show, which is pretty amazing too. We performed for 10 million plus people.
That is crazy.
And I think about every single one of you as little kids. I think about the moment that you decided that dancing was your calling. And the moment that you first saw a band and thought, man, I wanna save up for an instrument. Every single one of us has picked professions that categorically people, for the majority of the time, they tell you you shouldn't do it. They tell you you should not try to do this. You have to love the thing so much that you override 85 to 95% of the advice you are given along the way by oftentimes people that you respect, people you trust, people in the field. Everyone in dance, everyone in music will tell everyone younger, if there's anything else you can do, do that.
And that's crazy too. That's got to be such a true statement, and that probably makes them all feel so good right now. Is because, you know, you see it like in TV shows and stuff like that when people are like, oh yeah, I want to be, you know, I want to be a rock star, I want to be a dancer. They're like, yeah. I want to be an actress, I want to be an actor. They're like, you should probably try something else. Performers like seem to always like get talked out of it, and I could get it by like another performer be like, hey, yeah, you don't want to do this. It's a lot, you know. I could understand that. It's like any profession like you're in, like you always try to tell somebody, you know what, you don't really want to do this. So I mean, they have to fight their way there. They have to fight against advice that they're being told not to do it. And people like, you know, a lot of people talking down to them saying you shouldn't do that, you know? So that's a major accomplishment that they have made it to this moment.
And so I'll see you getting rejected, not getting the job, not getting the part, not getting the solo. Yeah. I'll see all of those things that happened all along the way, the doors that were shut, the doors that were open, the windows you pried open. And then sometimes I'll see you when you're older, and I'll think about what you're gonna tell your family or the people that you mentor, because every single person in here has the spirit to mentor others and to tell them, yes, do it, try it, go for it, if you have that same love for it. And I think about whether that's to your grandchildren or to the little neighbor kid that just wants to talk to you about what that was like.
all of those dancers in there are gonna have such an amazing story to
Everyone
tell.
likes to talk about phenomenons like the Eras Tour, almost as if it was pieces falling into place in some sort of accidental confluence of events that just happened, right? When I'm thinking about the people that are in this circle, I don't think about it as pieces that fell into place. I think of each of you as like tectonic plates on the earth that took millions of micro decisions and forces of you pushing and pushing inch by inch closer together. And the Eras Tour wasn't when all the pieces fell into place. That was just when every single one of us had done so much work to where this tour was just when we all clicked together. It is our job to make this look accidental. And it is our job to make this look effortless. But I just want every single one of you to know that I in no way, shape, or form look at this as the pieces just falling into place. You put the pieces where they are. This was the biggest challenge any of us have ever done. Tonight, we complete that challenge.
Man, you know, I have so much respect for Taylor Swift already, but it's like, you know, when you see a new thing with her, I don't know, I get more respect for her because the vocabulary she has is astonishing. I mean, just the words she uses a lot of times. She's like, what does that word mean? You know, and you got to go and look that word up because you've never heard it before, or you've heard it before and you're like, I don't know what that means. I need to look it up now. And the speeches she gives and the care that she has for the people around her that help her make this what this is. She actually realizes that she doesn't do it on her own. And she could. She 100% could. I feel 100% she could show up to a stadium by herself, have a mic there, hook it up, and she'd be ready to go. And people would flood in there just like they do now. But she realizes that all these people that make it happen help her make it happen. Man, what are we, like 5 minutes into this? Like, amazing so far. Look at all this, all these sketches. And stuff. You would never think.
I think I came up with the idea for the Eras Tour about 2 years before the tour started. There were two main factors that culminated in the Eras Tour. Both of them were unpleasant.
That's crazy.
We think that these bad things are happening to me or to us. If you flip it around correctly and you react in a certain way, those things can be happening for you. The first one being my entire catalog of my first 6 albums was sold out from under me to somebody else. And I decided to sort of defiantly re-record all of my music. You know, when you revisit something, you go back into that world. All this work is so indicative of the time I was in my life. I feel like I'm reading my old diaries, thinking about all the different girls I was until I was this one. So that planted a little seed inherently in my mind, the idea of celebrating your past. I think the second factor being the pandemic. We've built a home studio in my house. I clung to songwriting as a sort of life raft. Stop it, stop. I'm recording vocals. Folklore came out 3 or 4 months into the pandemic. We put out Evermore 4 months later. I hadn't toured in 5 years, and the fans had created such demand for it.
I've been loving Taylor Swift since I was 11 years old. Is she ever gonna go on tour again?
And I just thought to myself, what if I did a tour that celebrated all of these different moments in my life and career, where you have chapters divided up by albums, and everything changes when the chapter changes.
She had said to us, this is gonna be over 3 hours. And we were just like, oh my God, how do we do this? Not just planning, but
No one else does it like Taylor. Nobody else would do this. Like, this is, to me, I mean, looking from the outside in and, you know, seeing everything that we were allowed to see, it's insane. It's an insane idea. And she did it. She put it all together. Like, it's crazy to think about it. You know, it really is.
executing a tour of this size is mind-boggling.
The process of putting together this tour happened in many different phases. all over the world, happening simultaneously all at once. You had me doing my physical training 6 months before we even go into rehearsals. At this time, the choreographers goes in with the dancers. We've got the staging and the production design happening simultaneously, all to coincide with the same start date.
The first day of rehearsal, she got out of her car and had tears in her eyes already.
I'm weirdly emotional right now. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Taylor. Hey.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
So nice to meet you. I'm Taylor. Hey.
Sam, nice to meet you.
I mean, I've been doing this for almost 20 years, a bunch of different artists. I have never seen that. I have never seen the boss come into rehearsal crying with tears of happiness and passion about their job.
We haven't done what we love on a stage in 5 years. Let's go do this. The fans have been so amazing and are so excited for the tour.
I wanted to overserve the fans. That was my main goal. I wanted to overserve them in terms of the amount of songs they were gonna hear, the length of the show, what kinds of production they were gonna see, different styles of dance, different worlds of dance, wardrobe, how far I was gonna push myself.
Oh my God.
That's just crazy
Okay.
right there.
My
The
friend,
dive
here I
into the
go.
stage is
When
crazy.
you come up with a goal like that, you just have to make a choice and decide there's no going back on that choice.
Man, that had to take so much
it's
work.
Taylor. I wanted to tell you something that I've been so excited about for a really long time. I've been planning for ages, and I finally get to tell you I'm going back on tour.
Oh my God. We're doing something very stressful today. Today is Era's pre-sale day. Why isn't it letting us in? 192. Oh my God. We got row 5. Oh my God.
I think I thought fans would be excited about the idea of the Eras tour.
You know, and that's the thing. I got to thank my daughter for being on top of it. You know, she did everything she could to get in there. She signed up for like the pre-sale and all that stuff, and she got in there, and she got us tickets. You know, she got 4 tickets, and you know, it was cool to go see that with my daughter as well. But just so you guys know, like 2 weeks before the show was about to happen, our tickets were stolen. You know, they were online tickets, and they disappeared from our Ticketmaster account. And we were on the phone with Ticketmaster, and all they would tell us, oh, we just have to verify that they're your tickets and you didn't sell them and this and that, and all kinds of other stories. Every day we were calling them, oh, you have to wait, you have to wait. We're like, what do you mean? It got down to like 3 days before the show, and we had to drive to Miami. And they're like, oh yeah, well, if you don't have them back in your account, just when you get there, just tell them you have tickets. We're like, what do you mean? They're not going to believe we have tickets to this thing. There's no way they're going to believe that. They showed up the night before. The night before they showed up in our account. It was like so stressful and insane. It was just ridiculous. It really was.
This is not real.
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Really?
This was a completely different thing than I've ever experienced.
Fans of Taylor Swift crashed the Ticketmaster website today.
The demand to see Taylor at that point, I don't think anybody in the industry, expert or otherwise, would comprehend. There was enough demand to do 255 stadiums.
I'm actually not in Glendale. I'm in Swift City. Officials actually changed the name from Glendale to Swift City in honor of the megastar kicking off her tour.
So we go from a detail-oriented, methodical, exhaustive process, and all of a sudden, in the last week leading up to the first show, everybody is firing on all cylinders. And then we had opening night.
Man, that's going to be stressful.
I'm about to say something to you that I've been just thinking about for years, you know? Welcome to the Eras tour.
Truly, everyone will tell you that none of us knew what the Eras Tour was becoming.
Kansas City, welcome to the Eras tour.
She's a once-in-a-generation type of artist. I would almost compare it to the Beatles.
When people start comparing this to like the Beatles and MJ, you just don't expect that what you're getting into is going to be that. Yeah.
She is magnificent.
Seattle, Washington, welcome to the Eras tour.
And I'm telling you, anybody watching this right now
bananas level
that didn't make it to the Eras tour, if she tours again,
all of the
you have to
Swifties
go.
started jumping
You
around
can't
during the
miss
song. They caused the equivalent of a 2.3 magnitude earthquake.
Los Angeles, California.
Taylor Swift, she's more than just a pop icon. She's a business powerhouse.
Swift's U.S. tour could generate
She is so
$4.6
smart.
billion in consumer spending. That's more than the GDPs of Grenada, Belize, and Tonga combined.
Something experts have dubbed Swiftnomics.
The Taylor Swift takeover seen across the country, leading to the emergence of Taylor-gating. Even fans without tickets are traveling to tour stops.
I've never seen this before in my life. This is like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. It's like Woodstock, but without the drugs.
The thing that's so special, it is that community where they get into that stadium and celebrate not just what's happening on that stage, but what's happening with them and how they honor each other and love each other. It just became this movement.
Hallie, bienvenue dans le Eras Tour. Stockholm, Madrid, Dublin, Zurich, Milano, Hamburg, Warszawa, Witajcie na Eras Tour.
Just the added thing she had to do is learn different languages.
This is like more than a tour. It's like a force to be reckoned with in global culture. So never in my life did I think we would have a terrorist plot.
We are continuing to follow breaking news. 3 upcoming Taylor Swift concerts in Vienna, Austria have been canceled after Austrian authorities arrested 2 suspects who they say had plans to carry out a terrorist attack at the concert site.
According to officials,
Always has to be somebody to ruin it. They're all, why does there have to be someone to ruin it all the time? Just let people have a good time. Let people live. I mean, there always has to be that person. It's like a thing. You know why?
they found chemical explosives, detonators, and ISIS propaganda at the main suspect's home.
Now the big question is what's going to happen to the rest of her European tour? Well, at this point, all of her shows are going ahead as scheduled, including her concert right here in London.
We're in London at my hotel, and basically, it's just kind of a weird feeling going into these last 5 shows in Europe because it sort of feels like we've done like 128 shows so far, but this is the first one where I feel like, I don't know, like I'm like skating on thin ice or something. We've had a series of very violent, scary things happen to the tour. Like, we dodged like a massacre situation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so I've just been kind of all over the place. Like, there was this horrible attack in Liverpool at a Taylor Swift themed dance party. And it was little kids that,
I didn't hear about that. I didn't know that. Or I didn't know it was a Taylor Swift theme party. I mean, like, what's wrong with people, man? Like, seriously. And it probably weighs on her
There's
heart
at
when
least
she
3
feels
children dead,
responsible.
multiple people injured at a Taylor Swift-themed dance class in England.
The youngsters aged 6 to 11 were dancing to Taylor Swift songs when an attacker armed with a knife launched a frenzied assault.
I'm gonna, meet some of these families tonight and put on a pop concert, you know? Gonna be fine, because when I meet them, I'm not gonna do this, I swear to God. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna be smiley. So any of this gets out of the way before you ever go on stage. You lock it off 3.5 hours. They don't have to worry about you. It's like you're like a pilot flying the plane. And if you were like, ooh, there's turbulence up ahead, I don't know if we're actually gonna land in Dallas. Like, I'm gonna try hard, but I don't know if I can actually like figure out how to land through this turbulence. Like, everyone on the plane is gonna freak out. You just have to have a calm, cool, collected tone of like, we will be landing in Dallas at 6:05 p.m. Got a little turbulence up ahead, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. Just keep your seatbelts fastened and welcome to the Eras Tour.
That has to be so tough. That has to be so tough. That's crazy that I mean, that would be so hard to meet those families and just talk to them without like just breaking down. That is insane. She is so amazing. I'm getting like teary-eyed just thinking about it.
There's something special about this tour, this iteration, this combination of people, this show. And I think about like how much love everybody here is pouring into what they do. The people who build the stage and hang the PA, and the people who wash the clothes and play the instruments and do all the dancing. And the only thing we're trying to do is to make the world go away for a little while and make people feel seen and let them scream lyrics that they love at the top of their lungs.
It's so beautiful to find something so positive that can be an escape for people like this can. And it's amazing that what we've been a part of can do that for people.
So what happened in Vienna and the idea of someone being able to rewrite the entire headline of this whole experience with one awful act, I feel so grateful that it got stopped, but yeah, I also felt just so horrible for the fans.
Ja, schlecht geht's mir damit, aber ich kann die Entscheidung natürlich nachvollziehen. Es ist ja eine akute Gefahr, die bestanden ist oder noch besteht. Und auch wenn man jetzt zurückblickt auf das, was in England passiert ist, verstehe ich auch, dass Taylor und speziell ihr Team dann sagt, sie wollen einfach kein Risiko eingehen.
I know that it sounds so stupid to be so upset about this, but like that environment of like the Eras Tour where like everyone's so kind and like just having fun and like girlhood. Like, that was so much of what I wanted to experience.
Something this moving, this powerful, this rich in feeling and experience
That guy's an amazing
represents more than just people coming to see an artist perform songs. And so we have a large responsibility to do this show and still show up for fans in the way that we can and know how.
Without getting too far into this, I do feel like the world right now is really torn. But I think being a part of this tour, we're shining enough light that it actually feels like, well, man, this is absolutely affecting a lot of lives. And I think for all of us that are in it, that's a pretty good perspective. After Vienna, all right, let's get out, do these shows, because this is why we're doing it.
I just wanna know, you better know, you better know, you better know. I just wanna know you, know you, know you. 'Cause all I know is to say hello. Your eyes look like coming home. All I know is a simple name, and everything has changed. All I know is you held the door. You'll be mine and I'll be yours. All I know since yesterday is everything has changed.
Bringing out special guests is something that I really enjoy. Like, when I get to be on stage with someone like Ed Sheeran, we can create a unique, special moment, and it really just gives something to the fans that they didn't expect.
Yeah, most
Take
definitely.
me into your loving arms. I don't know if he thinks he's doing the harmony the whole time and I'm doing the melody. Kiss me under the light. It's very cool that he would come and do this because I think it's just gonna like really delight people. And I think in a moment when like a lot of the fans need like a pick-me-up, because I know I do. Baby. How you doing? So I'm going to the stadium and we'll do a little, we'll do a little dressing room rehearsal. I love you. I don't know, how do you remember 36,000 plays that are all tactical missions and then just go do it? It's the same. It's basically the same job. I got songs to remember, you got plays to remember.
You got teammates, I got teammates.
You Coach Reed, I've got my mom.
It's very similar. It's very similar. You wouldn't think about it, but it is.
I want to be there.
I want you to be here.
I want to be there.
Why do you have to be in the NFL?
So I'm going to be scouring the internet for you.
I'm so excited.
You sing this song.
I'm so excited. But have a great practice.
I love you so much.
It is really crazy how, like, you know, her profession and his profession are very, very similar. It is crazy how it is, and they seem to get along so well.
I love you so much.
Thanks for making my day better.
Thank you. I know this was like some people get a vitamin drip. I got this conversation.
And that's the cool thing. And like the environment, standing in line, like this is it. You know, people are happy. They're happy to be there. They're talking to people they've never seen before. You know, they can all relate because they're there to see Taylor. It's different. It is not like any other concert I've been to. It is different.
In the shower because I'm trying to respect kind of the space and peace of everyone else. So if I need to do something noisy, I go somewhere that people aren't that much, and showers are a good enough bet. You know, I'm just trying to get some distance from everybody. It's a lot.
I started playing for Taylor in 2007.
Amos?
Yeah. Hey, Tay.
Are you wearing my headband? Again?
I'm wearing our headband.
I think if I look back at it now, the thing that remains really constant is there's not a challenge that she isn't going to meet head on and kind of decide to conquer. And having that kind of energy in the lead spot has inspired, I can say, me personally to do a lot of the same things.
This diamond here is where I'm coming up for the first thing.
When we were in rehearsal for the Eras tour, and we didn't quite know yet what it was going to be, what it was going to be called, I remember a meeting, I think we're all like sitting on the floor, where she kind of cast the vision.
So it's gonna start with a chorus, and really hard Miss Americana chorus, like hard. It's you and me, that's my whole world. They whisper in the hallway, she's a bad, bad girl.
And she just like, here's my vision, it's what we're gonna do.
Just gonna hit him with 22, we are never ever getting back together, I knew you were trouble, and then the 10 full minutes of All Too Well.
Yeah. We're doing something from every
We
album.
want to get straight into Willow. We'll do Enchanted. Girl,
I love Willow.
Girl, pow, boom, 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 boom. With you,
And we got a list of about 40 songs.
you, boom, 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 cruel summer, boom, 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 boom.
How does she
Internally,
keep this
certainly
all
I
in her
scoff.
head?
That's
It
almost
is
3 hours.
amazing.
This is insanity. Wonder what
See?
are we gonna cut?
See?
I
Insanity.
think we added 3 songs.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, the planets and the fates, and all the stars align.
It seems obvious now because it did work. But at the time, it's a big risk to decide we're gonna do a 3-hour plus show, we're gonna do it in stadiums, and we're gonna do it all over the world. And so a lot of tenured professionals are doing their very best to quantify what it is about what she's doing that's connecting to everybody. It's just a show, it's just music, but there's something more profound than that going on here.
Security is being stepped up for Taylor Swift's upcoming London concerts.
And this is why it's such a big deal. This is her first performance since that thwarted terror plot to attack a show in Vienna.
Swifties are already moving in, all of them going to be carefully screened as they enter this stadium. Police telling us they want to make sure that they know what everyone is doing inside that stadium.
Ian, what are the fans there saying? Are they concerned?
Some of the Swifties said that they were acutely aware of what happened in Austria, but they're excited.
I think they were aware of what happened, and they also realized that, you know what, they're not going to let what was planned on happening going to stop them from going. You know, they put their life on the line because they wanted to see Taylor. They wanted that experience. They wanted to, you know, show her the love, and they wanted to feel what she had to give them, I think. You know, I think they, like, even if they put the shows on, you know, where the terrorist attacks were planned, I feel the people would have showed up there too. And I think that's why Taylor canceled, because she knows everybody still would have showed up. She knows they would have showed up knowing that there was a terror attack that was planned and could possibly happen. And at the end of the day, probably nothing would have happened to Taylor. You know, it would have just, you know, hurt all the fans around there because, you know, it had been planted somewhere outside or whatever. And it wouldn't have necessarily hurt her, but it would have hurt them. and she would have felt so responsible for it. That's why she did the responsible thing and canceled the shows.
Been here for like 4 or 5 hours. We've spoken to people from like Scotland and England and Israel.
I feel like what's happening right now with everyone waiting for hours and exchanging bracelets and just like everyone making friends. A 10 hours wait goes in 5 minutes, honestly.
I'm actually quite a new Swiftie. My flatmate hates me now because I just play Taylor Swift all the time. She said if you like play Karma one more time, you're gonna get evicted.
I want to cry for like joy. Tears of joy is what I want. Because this has been such a long time coming. Like, booked my tickets over a year ago.
Yeah.
Just seeing her face. I know. It's like she's not a real person. So. I'm just so excited to like breathe the same air as her.
Yeah, I think we bought our tickets over a year ahead of time.
At a certain point, Tracy understood where they were going. Under normal circumstances, she would have felt afraid. She was typically a follower.
I've been performing for, 20 years. From a mental standpoint, being like afraid something's gonna happen to your fans at any moment, this is a new challenge. I want to keep all of the nerves I have away from the crowd, because when you're sort of the ringleader of this show, they can sense any kind of shift energetically in you, and you have to really focus on that and factor that in, that you're at the Eras Tour. Nothing's wrong.
Down the same hallway through which they had entered.
Hey!
Suddenly, there came two voices, male and...
Hi. How you doing? Trying to take a nap. No, I'm trying to calm down. I'm having a very physical reaction to my nerves. What? I'm just like, my hands are shaky and just...
Nerves about like what happened last week, or?
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. I just have to get this first show over with.
No, I'm the same way right now. I can't.
Right?
Yeah, I can't relax.
I'm just like twitchy and fidgety and...
Yeah, it's gotta be tough.
Get the show over with tonight. Get back on the horse. Hey! Hey!
Oh my God.
It's gotta be so tough.
Just what the doctor ordered.
I'm so excited. Oh, thank you for doing this.
You guys,
And that's true. That might help her feel confident.
Yeah, sure. You just kind of flies on the wall for everything.
It's basically like every day that I have of this
Not
tour.
in Vienna though, right?
They were supposed to start in Vienna, but I didn't get to go. Like
Yeah.
they got
you weren't
here.
even in the country.
No, I was on the plane headed there.
Damn.
It was like
Mm.
I'm just, it's like I just need to get this. I just need to do this show, remember the joy of it, because I'm a little bit just like,
And you get time off after
I get
that?
2 months off after this,
Amazing.
which I need. I need more than
You're
I've
gonna
ever
go
needed.
somewhere? Yeah.
Because you've seen my schedule. Like, it's like
Heavy.
yeah, it's just
Where
like
are you gonna choose somewhere to go? Or you're just gonna live in?
I'm just
New
gonna
York
go
or-
somewhere no one can find me. I just don't want to be tracked like an animal.
Yeah.
I just have felt very like hunted lately.
I feel like people have forgot that like you're a human being amongst all of this as well.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's high.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I can sing the melody.
Hey, he sounds so good.
That would be great.
Will be loving you till we're 70.
Way better.
I'll do the first verse and first chorus by myself.
See, that right there is just amazing to see them sitting here on a couch, just in the back, just kind of like rehearsing, and the vocals just sound amazing. Ed Sheeran shows up, sounds amazing. Taylor sounds amazing. And I think he showed up like at the perfect time. It made her just like put all that stuff she was feeling to the back, of her mind, and just figured, we got to start working on this and getting everything going. So I feel like, him showing up and her having to start, rehearsing with him and stuff like that, just really put it to the back of her mind and got her more focused on what she had to go out there and do. And it's the Eras Tour.
Just to build tension, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, Izzy. And then after the first chorus, I'm gonna be like, guys, like I could even like stop playing, be like, guys, it's just, there's something's missing from this. And that's when they're gonna start screaming their heads off. And I'm like, something's missing. I feel like I can't do this alone tonight.
I just wanna know you better know, you better know, you better now. I just wanna know you better know, you better know, you better now. I just wanna know you better know, you better know, you better now. I just wanna know you, know you, know you. 'Cause all I know is you're terrible. Your eyes look like coming home. All I know is a simple day, and everything has changed.
We can like catch our breath and like take as long as you want, and I'll just follow you.
You were when I was young, we connected when we were a little bit older first. I got the shoes and chips on both of my shoulders. Reputation precedes me. Rumors I'm knee deep. Truth is it's easier to ignore it, believe me. For me, I fall in love with you every single day. I just wanna tell you I am, honey, now.
I fucked up a chord in Everything Has Changed.
I just wanna know you better know, you better know. You actually came up with that, so.
And then you just move one finger to there and
Yeah.
take that one off.
Okay.
So we found love right where we are. So you just
That's
sort of
crazy.
move the finger
That's
one
crazy.
finger down. Yeah. Precisely, yeah.
Okay. Ah.
That's crazy learning that like right there. That's nuts. Man, that's got to be tough. That's got to be so tough.
I know you helped them. I know.
And then she has to go out there and perform. That's tough.
From a mental standpoint, I just do live in a reality that's very unreal a lot of the time. But it's my job to kind of be able to handle all these feelings and then perk up immediately to perform. That's just the way it's got to be.
That is such a cool idea she came up with too, like how she gets to the stage. Man. I mean, she's got to get in good shape to do all this stuff. I mean, the stress on these guys, right? They're just walking out. That's got to be a lot. I mean, they're the first people on the stage. If they mess up, it's like, where do we go from here, you know?
Feeling really, really, really powerful. I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I'd get back quicker if I was a man. And I'm so sick of them coming at me again. 'Cause if I was a man, then I'd be the man. I'd be the man.
It's cool, like, getting to see this again, you know? Man, such an amazing show.
Something that I didn't before, and all I've seen since 18 hours ago.
But I just feel like I'm not really doing it justice. Like
I would be honest, if I had to walk under there for at that, like, you know, bent over, to my back would be killing me. I'd be like, okay, you guys gotta let me stretch by the time I get on stage. That's crazy. My back would hurt.
I feel like, do you know what I mean? I just feel so lonely up here. Do you know what I mean?
They knew what we're coming when she said that.
So it's a good thing that Ed Sheeran is here.
Butterflies, beautiful kind, picking up the lost time, taking flight, making it feel right. I just wanna know you better know, you better know, you better now. I just wanna know you better know, you better know, you better now. I just wanna know you better know, you better know, you better now.
There's so many hundreds of moments of individual eye contact throughout the course of the show.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I see the mass quantities of joy that everyone's feeling. What's interesting is, like, there's some joy in the show, but there's a lot of emotions in this that aren't just like, put on your smiley face and come to the Eras Tour. It's so much more. You look out into the crowd and this isn't just like a blob of lights. These are millions of stories and all these counter narratives all colliding in one place where we feel safe to be demonstrative about a whole spectrum of emotion. That stuff is really powerful.
and you're bringing people together from like, you know, different backgrounds from all over the world into one spot, you know.
Life contains multitudes, and we're kind of exploring all of the dramatic edges of those things. That's what might be unlocking feelings of joy, feelings of euphoria. And it still gets me. It does.
Most fun I've had. Just knowing how happy they all were, they were just losing their minds.
That's so good. She gets to like ride that trolley thing. Imagine her having to walk that in those boots. Bent over a little bit. That'd be crazy.
Oh my God, we're back.
Perfection. You're right, you killed it. Love it. Love you.
I'm so relieved. Did anything bad happen that I don't know about?
Nothing's going to happen, all right? You gotta go, all right?
Okay, bye-bye.
Home and rest.
And she's still I mean, look, she is just like, that's got to be a lot. That's got to be tough. 3 hours, outfit changes, you know, all the demanding stuff, the boot she's wearing, all that stuff. That's got to be like so tiring.
It went so great. I'm so happy. I'm so relieved when baby, it's like the crowd knew that I needed a pick me up. Like they were, when I walked out on stage, they were wilder than I've ever seen. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back doing this in a functional way. Like I was so happy that I thought I was gonna forget how to play guitar and sing.
Hi, honey. I know. How did it work?
Basically what happens now is like I'll not be able to get to sleep because I can't like come down.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd take a while to come down off that.
But I don't do drugs. So I just like let it ride. I just am like, oh, go to sleep when I'm tired. And when I'm tired, it's like 4 in the morning. So I watch tons of TV. I eat room service in bed. I sign a box of 2,000 CDs. And then I'm tired. And then we do the whole thing again.
And she's talking to the camera the whole time. You know, she's done from the tour and the camera's there with her, you know, and she's still doing the interview, doing the behind the scenes thing. It didn't stop when the show was over. It never stops for her when the show is over. It continues, you know, because she wanted the behind the scenes footage so she could show us what happens and goes on behind the scenes and everything. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so I mean, that was episode 1. That was amazing. There is so much going on in episode 1. I don't even know like what we're gonna get in the next episodes. We have 5 more episodes. It's a 6-episode docuseries. So there's just so much being told there. There was, you know, we got schematics of the layout of the stages. We got, you know, her sitting there in a huddle with her dancers and everybody, like saying, this is my idea, this is my vision, this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Just all that different stuff. That is just so cool seeing all this behind the scenes stuff, you know, and her being so into it, so involved. You know, it's not like she just shows up and does a show. She is 100% like there, you know, and then, you know, having the terrorist plots and stuff like that. That's another thing to deal with. And then, you know, children actually being killed because some stupid ass has to decide that they want to kill fucking people. Like seriously, like what's wrong with people? Like, you know, and they're kids. They're kids. They can't do anything to you. They can't defend themselves. and you go in there like, what is wrong with people? You know, it's just, people know how to ruin other people's lives. It's just a sick reality. It really is. But, you know, Taylor came back from it. She really felt it. And then she went and she met with the families, you know, that happened to, and she was able to do that. And then she had to go and perform after that. That had to be so tough. I can't imagine. I don't think I would have been able to do it. Like, maybe meet with the families after the show, but she did it before the show. She wanted to know, like, she was feeling their pain. She wanted to know she was there. She wanted them to know that she was performing for them and their children and stuff like that. And just, it's amazing what Taylor does. Taylor is amazing and insane at the same time. To put something together like this, it has to be insane. It can't be anything other than insanity. It really is. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Episode 2 will be coming soon, so make sure you come back for that. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully you guys liked the video, and I'll see you next time.